This short video is not going to solve the question about the existence of God or the love of God, but something I've been thinking about is how do we know that God is love? And a lot of times our circumstances don't seem very loving. Things that God's doing in our life doesn't seem like a God of love would do things like that. And so we have to take out our circumstances and look at who the character of God is. But how do we know the character of God? It's by the things that he does. So it's kind of circular reasoning. We go, wait a minute. So if I know God is love, not just because of who he is, but by what he does, then things that he's doing don't seem loving, so God's not love. You follow me? That's really confusing. It's a cycle. But if we go, the very main thing that God did was he demonstrates his love for us, and that while we were still sinners, Jesus died for us. It all comes to the cross. It's all about what Jesus did for us. So then, thinking, maybe when we look at our circumstances and what God's doing, it doesn't seem loving, and we base God's character on that. We're not looking at the big picture, the end game, the long game. It's not just about my life circumstances. It's the whole big picture. Is God love? And what Jesus did on the cross would say, God is love. And so there's a presupposition there. That's a big word. But there's an assumption that because of what God did for us with Jesus, then he has to be love. If we go with that presupposition, that foundation, then we interpret everything else based on that. And so, yeah, my circumstances, why would a good God, a loving God, do this in my life? I don't know. But I do know that he's love. And in the long game, he's going to prove that. So if you're in short-sighted circumstances right now, you're looking at it going, this ain't great. Hang in there. God is love. He's going to see you through it. And he's got something bigger and better in mind than just what you've experienced. And that's not to minimize what you experience. Just saying there's something bigger here. Our lives are 70 to 100 years old, maybe less. Eternity, a lot longer. So there's a longer game there. So don't give up today. God is love.